Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we are looking at the xDuoo. This is the XP-2 from them. This is a Bluetooth and USB DAC amplifier. Um, this was sent to me by Appos Audio, and I will leave the link to them down below so you can get yourself a good price on this item if you're interested. First of all, we'll go over the specs on this, and then we'll look at the device. This is Bluetooth 5.0, and it has support for AAC, SBC, and aptX. It supports Android, Mac OS, and Windows XP up to Windows 10, so all of Windows basically, unless you're running 98 or 95 somewhere out there. Bless you. And this has USB sampling rates of 44.1 kilohertz to 192 kilohertz. That's 16 to 24 bit. The frequency response is 10 hertz to 100 kilohertz. That's quite impressive. The power output of this is 245 milliwatts at 32 ohms. And its recommended headphone resistance is 16 to 300 ohms. The battery is a 3.7 volt, 1800 milliamp battery. Battery life is as followed: using the aux-in 15 hours, Bluetooth input 12 hours, USB in 8 hours. The weight of the device is 115 grams. It's a solid device. It's not overly heavy, but it does feel quite premium in the hand, as you can see right here. Let's get over. You get this premium box right here, and then you get this other box that's just kind of a sleeve around the box. Your warranty card. Of course, your manual. You always read your manual, even though this is a simple device. Always read the manual because you might miss something that the device can do. You get your 3.5 to 3.5 millimeter cable. You get your USB micro USB, if you want to call it that, micro USB charging cable. You also get a micro to USB-C cable for using on your phone, and also a micro to micro cable. And inside the box is also a mat in case you want to stack it with, say, you'll have a DAC and you want to stack it up against there, or your phone. You don't want, obviously, metal touching, metal or metal touching plastic or anything like that. Use that as a separator. It's nice that they included that, and they're kind of cool looking. They got the little xDuoo logo right there, and they're cushiony rubber. So let's get into that. Here's the nice premium box that the device comes in. Very nice packaging overall, very protective packaging too. And not that the device needs it, because this device is solid as a rock. Look at this. This is a big chunk of aluminum. There is one small part of this right here where the antenna is that's plastic. Just that small, tiny part right there. The whole rest of this is a nice chunk, solid feeling chunk of aluminum. Nothing on this side. The logo, some information right here. On this side, which is upside down, you have, I'm going to turn it on, by the way. I don't know if you could hear that click. Let's actually put it over near the microphone. This is a satisfying sound. That's a satisfying click. It really has a nice volume knob on it. You have your Bluetooth link, which is basically your pairing button. You have a gain high and low, which is good because there are a lot of Bluetooth DAC amps that don't have gain on them. You have your different selections right here for one of the functions, whether you're using the line in, the line out, the Bluetooth, or the USB. You have your selection right there. On this side, as you see, you have your headphone, 3.5 millimeter, an LED, and your in and out, 3.5 millimeter right there for aux. You have this nice clicking power button, which is also the volume. Has a very nice resistance to it. It's very solid feeling. You're not going to accidentally turn the volume up with this, no way. Very nice resistance to it. Overall, I think the device looks beautiful. get a good look at some of the buttons and things. Very nice looking device. Overall, the device has performed more than adequately. I have used this with everything from, just simple IEMs like these guys right here to my T50RP's planar magnetic Fostix headphones. I drove them adequately, which is good because they do tend to like a lot of power. The tin P1s, which tend to like a lot of power, this handled adequately as well. It really has enough power for a lot of different things. I don't think you're wanting to drive a 600 ohm pair of maybe headphones with these. Obviously, it's not rated. It's only rated up to 300. But most of the headphones that you're going to be running daily that you want to take out of the house with you, this will handle them with no problems whatsoever. Overall, range-wise, it didn't leave that far from me, and I don't think anybody that's using this device is going to do more than maybe leave their phone on the counter and then go sit on the couch. Usually you're going to have your phone in your pocket or in your backpack and want to use this, and you get a nice volume control as well. Works perfectly for that. I didn't give it the long distance range test because of the type of device it is. It's not going to be a device where you're going to be doing that mostly like you would with like a pair of headphones where you leave your headphones on the counter, and your phone on the counter, and then take your headphones all around the house. This is something that you're going to carry with you, and usually the phone's not going to be that far behind. But it did have some pretty good range. I think the furthest I went is from here to the kitchen, quite a distance in feet, and it still managed to do well, which is good because Bluetooth doesn't work so good in my building, and this seemed to work without any interruptions, no interference sounds or clickings or anything like that. And while we're on that subject, the noise thing is like 0.008% or something like that. Very good noise. There's no hissing. Even with balanced armature IMs, there wasn't a significant notice of difference. There are some very sensitive IMs where you're going to get a hiss if they have a balanced armature. Most single dynamic driver IMs, you're not going to hear anything no matter what you put it on. This did very good with that noise-wise. Sound-wise, this thing performs very good. It has some excellent clarity to it. It enhances basically whatever goes into it. It enhances it. It maybe adds a slight bit of warmth, but other than that, there's no coloration. Nothing major that it does. It doesn't EQ the sound or anything like that. What you put in is what you get out, and I like that a lot because I want to have it, set to what I want, or depending on the headphones or earphones that you're using, or the EQ settings on either your computer or your device, you're all good to go. You don't have to redo anything else. The slight warmth isn't something that's going to be overly counterproductive to your EQ settings. It just makes sure that they have a bit of emotion in the vocals and in the mids. Other than that, there's nothing overly enhanced. It just basically enhances what goes into it. So I found clarity good on this. The battery power was more than adequate. The power of the device was more than adequate as long as you're not going into crazy headphones. I think even at the 300 ohm headphones, don't expect them to be blowing your eardrums off. But if you're using this for regular headphones and you're using this for IAMs, you're not going to have any problem with this whatsoever. It definitely does a very good job at amplifying, and you always have the gain. Don't forget there's a gain switch on the back of this one. I know there's a lot of them that don't have that on them. Any improvements to this that I could think of, would just basically be maybe USB-C, since all my devices are C, and that's about it. I can't think of anything else. Maybe aptX HD codes or something. But other than that, for what most people are going to be using this for, it is definitely an excellent device. You couldn't do, really any better than the build quality on this. I really think xDuoo makes a solid device. Everything. What's the DAC amp that I want to follow? The XP-5 solid. This is solid, and then there's a couple other devices they make DAPs and stuff like that. Everything they make is excellent. It's very good quality. This is a very good name brand. I like this company a lot. They've always made stuff that's been quite impressive, and I haven't heard too many bad things about them. This doesn't drain the source, which was also another plus. It's pocket size. It's built like a tank. It performs extremely well, and it's got a really nice volume knob, and it's simple. That's the basic thing about this is it's a simple device. I found that refreshing, and it makes a good volume control. And with my phone, at least, I'm using a Motorola. I just turn it on, it connects, I get my device going, and off we go with the music. I like that. That's in the Bluetooth mode. The wired mode isn't much less simpler. You just plug it in here, you plug it in device, and your device recognizes it, and off you go. This is gorgeous. Seriously. I mean, looking at this and everything, this is a really gorgeous device. Out of all the different like amp things that I've seen on the market, yes, this is bigger, but it feels more premium. It's not this tiny thing. You're definitely not going to lose this. It just has a nice feel to it. It's like, holding this is almost like holding a player in your hand, but you get the volume control here, and you're good to go. So if this amp sounds good to you, I'll leave the link below. This has been the XP-2 from xDuoo, and it is a Bluetooth and USB DAC amplifier or USB DAC. It's 3 different things. It's got a nice volume control right there. It's superb. Love that volume control. I hope this was informative to you. Leave the link below so you can get in touch with the place and pick yourself up one of these things. Believe me, you're going to like this. This is a really nice device. I'm going to put that down there for now, and I just want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you soon somewhere in our forums or somewhere else on the internet. Reddit, we just launched the Reddit page, and we also have our Headphones and Coffee Facebook forum. You're all welcome to join. Thank you again, and please stay safe.